Hello, Shay. Well, fantastic. That's the stream I want to share with you. Yeah, today's day 666. It's number of the beast. Yeah. So basically, today I want to share with you like the story. You know the story, right? The part 14, and let's just jump in straight into the story. How it is in within Japanese and Japanese collective and Japanese enterprise, what kind of activities you do. Now, without further ado, let's jump in. So to keep with the collective, Kate was in, especially she was in the collective, the foreign party organization stuff, all of those things, like she has been in a part-time job. These are different collectives. What she had to learn is to read the air, which is basically to learn how to think like the spirit of the collective thinking and behave the same way as other does. So no sticking out, basically. Be like the others. Yes, in Japan, it's really a group-based culture. It's really bind with a group. If people are in a group, everything is really good. However, if you're not there, if you're not within a collective, you will be an outsider. So Kate got a choice. Do you want to be in the collective or want to be an outsider? Kate had actually also done it before, being the outsider, especially when she was young, because she has a different perception and different worldview. She was always a target of being bullied. So, and because she's now in Japan, in Tokyo, she has sworn to live the life to her fullest and not go back where she used to be. Now, she knew actually, because she has consumed a lot of Japanese media and so on, that if you want to get more personal with a Japanese person, if you want to get more into depths, into more deeper feelings, the best way is called nominication, which is coming from Japanese words "noma" to drink, and communication, right? So drinking while communicating, and of course, drinking means alcohol. Um, so Kate and her co-workers, every time when it finished, basically their part-time job, um, one of the co-workers um, made a reservation for like 10 people or so for an izakaya in Kabukicho, for especially Nomi Hodai. Izakaya is a pub, Kabukicho is a place, the red light district where she used to work close to. And Nomi Hodai is basically all you can drink. And even Kate hasn't drunk alcohol for years. This kind of being more and more involved with the spirit of the environment, she was more and more forced into it, which led to hangovers the next day, especially when there's a nijikai, like going to second bar karaoke. So the next day in university, she was just down, almost broken down. And those kind of occasions, those kind of drinking parties are not just, bad for your purse and bad for your health, but they are good because you can make good relationships. And she had a good relationship because of those kind of activities, even with the shop owner himself. So we're good friends. However, when it comes to corporate drinking, how it was in her company, she had to obey the rules. And the rules, if you don't know the background, you might kind of see, why the heck? Well, basically, it is always when you want to sit in an izakaya, um, the eldest or the eldest or the highest rank person is always sitting the farthest away from the door. Now, it has actually the roots in the samurai time, like Kamakura, maybe even before. where the samurais came. Basically, what does it mean? Well, when there's an assault, right, and try to kill the person, uh, mostly they had to kill all the person before, like the youngest person, which is sitting in front of the door, and then others to get to the most powerful one, who is sitting in the end of the room. And those kind of tradition is still keeping, that the bosses are always sitting in the end of the room to keep them protected. Same goes for taxi, same goes for an elevator, you name it. Elevator also, the boss is standing the farthest away from the door, and the closest is always, I mean, in the elevator is actually the one who has to type. This is the one who has the lowest rank. So now you know the background why it is so, and she had also to do it. And especially as a woman, things like kikubari is really important. And as Kate has studied Japanese culture from media and stuff like that, she knew it, and she did really great. I mean, really tiny things like if you're eating like meat on skewers that you put the meat off the skewers and so on. And if you eat like yakiniku, that you are grill for someone, the meat and so on. And she was pretty great, and she was really good at it. So she was always praised by her seniors, telling her, "Hey, you are not Japanese, but you're kikubari, you're kigakikuna, you are really thoughtful." Um, so yeah, comment for part 15.